Wash all your vegetables thoroughly before you peel and chop them, including your potato. There's so much dirt and so much on a potato. And sometimes they have a tiny little bit of a light green tint to them. Get that off there. Even if it's a baked potato and you love the skin, get that off. Here's your celery. Peel the back after I get these washed, and a little bit of leaf to throw into the soup. But let's get these scrubbed and peeled. Half a stick of butter, get that melted in the ugly pot. Once this gets melted, we're going to add in a small, preference on what type of onion you like, but I would say yellow or white. I'm using a white onion. Get our celery in. This mixed around. And then when all of this gets really soft, I'm going to put some bouillon and pepper on it. Okay, so getting these soft. And then I'm going to get these carrots chopped up and put in there. Of course, they are scrubbed, peeled, and washed. Scrubbed, peeled, washed, and ready to be cubed up. Keep them in a water bowl. Cover with water if you're not quite ready to use these yet. You don't want them to turn on you. Saute, saute, saute. Get those flavors to marry. And let's get in a little bit of salt and 2 little spoonfuls, which equal a teaspoon of pepper. And if you don't want that much pepper, please just don't put it in. Okay, so since we're putting in bouillon, we're going to go really easy on the salt. This is just step 1. Get everybody happy and sauteing together. Get all these chopped up and in water. Make sure the water's covering them so they don't turn brown. About like this. We're going to get some salt-free flavoring in here. Flavor, flavor, flavor. I'm going to put fresh garlic in, but not quite yet. So let's go with a little powder. It always looks like it's more than it is. Get that stirred up. Onion powder. You've got to try white pepper. It's amazing. Of course, if you don't want too much pepper, go easy on that. Okay, let's take a look. And potatoes, rinsed and ready to go into the soup. Everything's fine, Tinker. Everything's fine. We're just making potato soup, sweetie, but you can't have any because it's going to have too much garlic and onion in it. Okay, so potatoes are in. Looking good, looking good. Let's bring this to a simmer and check back on it in about a half hour. Let's add in a teaspoon of chicken bouillon. Okay, it's a little bit of a simmer, but we're going to cover it back up. So we've got our chicken bouillon in there, and believe me, it's a throw together soup. Do it in the steps that you like, but this is my first time doing it this way without doing it with a flour thickening roux. So let's get her covered and simmering and see how it turns out with just this water to cover. Okay, give this a stir. And it did get some of the water out of it, which is perfect. And then after a while, we're going to smash some of these potatoes on the side to get it thickened up. Okay, so this is looking really good. Let's test our potato. Perfect. And then it needs to go a little bit longer. What we'll do is we'll just kind of smash some of these potatoes up on the side and get it to be a thicker consistency that way. But we're going to let this continue. It's been on for half an hour, so I will check back in about 15 minutes. Kind of see what I mean by smashing some up against the side to thicken up your soup. And then watch over your soup because you don't want it to turn to mush. So this is almost ready to be turned off. Okay, so I'm going to add in a full cup of milk. And I did mash some potatoes up along the side. And it's whatever you prefer. Okay, so getting that incorporated. I'm also going to put in, and they are good, I tried it, almost the full bag of the real bacon bits, and then I'm going to leave a little bit out to garnish with our green onion. And it looks like it's about done. Delicious. Enjoy! Thank you for joining Dana's Daily Doodles.